Yeah, this is the book of 1 John 3, verse 2. And it says, Beloved, now are we the sons of Yahweh, and it doth not yet appear that we shall be.
What?
But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
And that's one great thing. Like, we don't even know, like, seeing what, like, the Lord got in store for us, at his coming. We're going to get changed with a twinkle of an eye. New bodies and all that, what it comes with, the perfection that it comes with, it's going to be on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? Over anything that you could even think. Like, just think of myself in my perfection and stuff like that. It's beyond, like, eyes have not seen and ears have not heard, of the different things, like, that the Lord got for us and such. As the scriptures do tell us, we've only seen but a few of the Lord's works. Remember, we are of the Lord's creation. They talk about how we only use about a certain very low percentage of our brains and such. Look at the 100% unlocking of our brains, which would be of our spirits in the kingdom to come. That's going to be incredible. Having a likeness to Yahushua. Look at all what Yahushua was able to do when he was on earth. If he wanted, he could have called down legions, all right, of angels. All right, we'll have obviously the ability to judge even angels and such, and have them do, of course, the different bittings in which we want to do them to do. Because remember, angels are messengers and such, and they will be sent out to do various things for us. Having that ultimate dominion, all right, bodies that don't have these infirmities and such, that's going to be beautiful. All right, get the precept in Psalms about when I think it's like a wait till I in its likeness, like put in likeness and they'll come up. But read that verse again, Barzal, and then we'll go from there.
This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 2. It says,
Yep.
Beloved, now are we the sons of Yahweh, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him,
Yep.
for we shall see him as he is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're going to see the perfection, and it's Psalm 17 and 15. We're going to see the perfection that is of Yahushua, man. Because like I said, man, hey, we may have, as being disciples and such, have seen Yahushua in times past. Wait till we get to behold Yahushua in his perfection right before our eyes. After we get the perfect bodies as joint heirs, that's going to be a great blessing, to be able to behold, to be able to get the crowning from Yahushua, the man of a high stature, right?
Calling all the rest.
Right. That's going to be incredible. The one who framed you and framed the worlds to be there right there before your eyes. That's going to be a great blessing and such, and be a part of that election or that first fruits, firstborn stock. Hey, I am the barn. Ain't no words. Read it.
Psalms chapter 17, verse 15.
Right.
As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness.
Right. And we're gonna be satisfied, be made full. When we awake to the likeness, we're gonna have the similarities of Yahushua and such, man, as a like Yahushua and such, man. And that's what we want. Yep. The Hebrew?
Now, the Hebrew word for likeness, I'm not too keen on the Hebrew. So,
Yeah,
somebody
else look it up. Somebody else look it up. Yep. Psalm 17 and 15.
God, it's a Hebrew word, thamawana. It says form, image, likeness, representation.
Right. Having that form, right, of Yahushua. Go ahead.
Then it says embodiment and manifestation.
In the manifestation, you're going to be just as the form of Yahushua, which, remember, we were made in as sons of God in the image already, but we're going to now get that, part of that second covenant, that perfection, all right? The bodies that could not sin and such like that, the law, statute, commandments written on our inner parts.
Because we already have it already on a
Right.
low level.
Yep.
We have it already on a low level.
Kind.
That's why you know, there's certain things that Israelites just won't do.
Yep.
You know, there's certain things that Israelites just won't do.
Yeah.
You know, because that's part of the law already in us on a low level. But the Lord gonna magnify that. Where we're gonna be perfect.
Yep.
We're not gonna go off.
Right.
Right?
That's right.
We got the power, the spiritual power to discern the scriptures and know our identity, what's about to come to pass. And soon the elect are going to get power like they instantly touch a brother to heal and create, you know, matter out of thin air, call different animals to help us, you know. So the more like we get to the Lord, the more perfect we get, and we'll obtain that perfection in the kingdom. But David was a man after the Lord's own heart. So we say he's satisfied when he awake with his likeness, he's all in the image of Yahushua. The more righteous we are, the more the clearer image we are of Yahushua.
Yeah, Yahushua said, be perfect as your Father in heaven, which is perfect. So, you know, we striving through Yahushua, but there's coming a day where we're going to actually be transformed into that ideal version of perfection. Got a quick one?
That's Yahushua humbling himself too. Really, we can never be like the Most High, but we can be more like Yahushua. Yahushua overcame the world, so we more like him. Right? When he was giving honor to his father.
That's right.
The scripture said truth is manifold. Yep. It's all within the same category.
Because if you think about it, who gave us the breath in the first place? You know? It was administered really by the Most High, even though he sanctioned his son and the angels to create everything and to designate certain men for particular offices and positions. But the credit will always go to the Heavenly Father. And that's why, like, when we honor Yahushua, which we're supposed to reverence and respect and worship Yahushua, because that's according to the order, 1 Corinthians 11th chapter. But by default, the credit always goes to the Heavenly Father. Always goes to Yahweh. By Shemi-Yahushua.
You have precept to read that?
Gone. This Luke 10 and 19, it says, behold, it says, behold, Luke 10 and 19, behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, nothing shall by any means hurt you.
That's right. You go to it.
Yeah, so, you know, like the brother was saying, you know, even now in this current, you know, before Jacob's trouble, us preaching the word, we still have power, you know, over these people, you know, our enemies. Because what? You got a lot of people trying to confound us, you know, which they can't. You know, no one has been able to confound our doctrine, which is, you know, the Lord's doctrine.
You say none shall be able to gainsay nor resist.
Can't define that doctrine. It's really hard pressed. You have to go into something specific that is not even valuable to even be taught. You know, like what did Adam and Eve look like? You know, what their garments look like? Like, and then they bring out evidence what their garments look like. Like, it's not even relevant to really to prove for salvation or for our betterment. You know.
You know, so the way they try to defeat us is they try to slander us.
Yep.
Call us rapists. They can't defeat us in the scriptures.
Right.
So now they apply something to us that we don't even. Yeah, exactly.
The same thing they did to Yahushua. They couldn't really attack Yahushua's doctrine, so they had to basically do the same thing, call him blind, right? You know?
This goes to show you how powerful the truth is. Because if it wasn't having an effect, right, this truth was not effective, and it wasn't posing a threat to them, what would they care? You got certain individuals like Vocab Malone, who his whole life has become the Hebrew Israelites now. He's on a mission. And people like him, you know, because it's having such a profound effect on the world. And he knows that. He knows it ain't just isolated to his states. He sees that this is globally having an effect, right? And he could try to debunk and, you know, talk about this thing and that thing, but at the end of the day, you know, he's compelled, he's infatuated Because that's the power that the truth holds. You know, even if you don't understand it, it still compels you. Remember Hebrews 4:12, right? This.
Quick.
Yep.
Powerful.
The word is a quick and powerful two-edged sword. Right? So that's the power of this truth, man.
It's like just like
It's
when
power of this truth.
when Yahweh was speaking it, you know, when it wasn't received well, they immediately wanted to start stoning him. They had to like flee out of certain areas because they wanted to, you know, persecute him, right, and take him out. And then even in the Book of Acts, you know, there was people teaching the word.
Right. Well, they had a debate.
Yep.
You know, they try to find loopholes, so they try to find issues with what the Lord was saying.
Yep.
And then when the Lord would confound them, then they got mad. That's all, you know.
Yep.
This guy gonna fuck up our money. This guy gonna make us lose our position with that doctrine.
Yep.
We can't have him going around teaching that. You know. But yeah, just like you were saying. But that's how these people act. It's like when you confound Jake, what do they want to do? They want to fight.
Yeah, like when these dudes.
No, they get emotional.
Yeah, like when these dudes be getting kicked out the camp and stuff, now they're like a mini vocabularies. Everything is just, GMS is wrong.
Right.
GMS is this.
Yeah, they can't get over it. They can't just move on.
Yep.
Grow the hell up.
So they
Yep.
fall out of truth.
Or they act like nothing ain't happened. You know, they just leave and shalom.
Walking shalom.
Be held accountable for your actions. Well, the scripture said every work should be coming to light. That's paraphrasing.
Yeah, whether good or
Whether
bad.
good or evil.
Yep.
Yahweh sees all. Yahweh sees all.
We all must appear before the judgment seat.
Right? Precepts? No? All right, back to where you was at, Barzal.
Yeah.
You were in, what was that, John?
1 John
Yeah.
3 and 2.
And then, yeah, you could read down. I think it's like, forget, 1 John, you said 3 and what?
3 and 2.
Yeah, 3 and 2. All right, you could keep reading. I think it's a point I want to make. So, yeah.
All right, I'll just start from the top again then. All right, this is the book of 1 John 3 and 2. It says, Beloved, now are we sons of Yahweh, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And every man that hath hope in him purifieth himself.
Right. It said that, repeat that verse again.
It says, and every man that hath hope in him purifieth himself.
Right. And it's important, you know, to keep and maintain your hope, you know, in Yahweh Shai. You know, because that hope and that salvation, like I say, you have Yahweh Shai. You know, that obviously Yahweh Shai died for us and covered the various sins that we have committed. He's our final atonement, right?
Yeah, get Psalms 32 and 1.
Yep, go ahead. Psalms 32 and 1.
Whoever gets it
Psalms
first. read it.
32, verse 1. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered.
That's right.
Read down
Rich.
to verse 2, brother.
Yahweh Shai is our kapar,
Huh.
our covering, he's our purge,
Right.
atonement. All right?
Right, which is even deeper, the word means to heal.
Yeah.
Who's coming with healing in his wings?
Mhm.
Yahweh Shai. But the healing began when we received the word. What was healed? Our mental state, our spirits.
Yep.
You know? Because that's the continual thing that gives us comfort.
Faith coming by hearing,
Ain't nothing else.
hearing the word.
One for this healing, we'd all be fucking out of our wits. We'd be mad.
Yeah, crazy.
You know?
Babylon.
With the way the world is. Remember, these people only really are getting by these different coping mechanisms, which are all demons. And the demons are just keeping them long enough for them to be destroyed. We have something true and forever, which is Yahweh Shai. Something enduring,
Got a precept?
all right, which is the spirit of Yahweh Shai.
Isaiah chapter,
So, finish that off,
Verse 2. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity.
meaning not to lay the charge. So we, the elect, no matter what we've done in this life or previous lives, Lord gonna have mercy on us, ultimately deliver us, man. And that's what we seeking out, that mercy. Go ahead.
And in whose spirit there is no guile.
In whose spirit is no guile. Okay? So, in other words, you have a pure mind. Okay? You understand the prophecies. All right? You're not bucking up against. You don't have no ulterior motives. All right? You're not contemplating when this thing all goes down how you're going to have a plan, fucking B through X. No, you have one plan and one plan only, and that's to trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai for all your wants, needs, and everything in between. And that's whom the Lord is looking for. Even unto death. That's right. So that's it on that, brother.
Yeah, like we bring
And remember, the Lord always puts us through those, because we were covering it earlier, Most High is always going to put us through those testing grounds. And that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. We need to be tested. This fucking flesh is corruptible the way it is. So the fact that the Lord puts us through those elements, all right, is a good thing. All right, because when you pass the test, what becomes of you? Stronger, better,
Yep. Next level.
more durable, more enduring. All right? And even if you fail, okay? As long as you're able to learn, recover, okay, and show some resilience and move forward, you know, the Most High gonna work with you. Because a lot of it is your effort. Some guys, they fall down, they stay down. Like the brother said, you got some guys, they'll fall the fuck out, and then, you know, that's it. They hang their head down, they don't really do nothing. That's the worst place to be. You know, at least be somewhat productive, right? Again, it all comes down to the elect anyway. If you are the elect, there's nothing that's going to stop you from pursuing the faith. Nothing. Nothing at all is going to stop you from understanding this prophecy and doing what you got to do. Even if you falter, even if you fail. Ain't nothing that's going to stop you. Go ahead.
Yeah, they go to that word. You go to that word guile.
Yep.
I think it's Ramayah is the laxness, slackness, slacking, deceit, or treachery.
Right.
And your spirit, you
Treachery. Yeah, basically having because a lot of guys do have ulterior motives. Like the elder brother Amon Gabar did a video about something to the effect of let no one or nothing stop you from stop you from basically being delivered. Something to that effect.
Getting away with your deliverance or something like that.
Getting away with your deliverance. Because you got certain guys in these other groups who they know what the C-hip is, but when push comes to shove, right, they're thinking in their mind, damn, if I got to save my girl or my woman, all right, in their minds now, then we're going to take it. Because what else are we going to do, you know? That's their mind. My mind is, and our minds are, if the Lord take away these things, then that's what it is. We have to adapt. There's no alternative motive, right? There's no treachery, okay? There's just me in that situation and the Most High. And I'm hoping for the best possible outcome, but it's all in the hands of the Lord. And I trust Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, no matter what it is. Now, is that going to be tested? You're damn right. You're damn right. That's going to be tested. And each of us are going to be responsible for overcoming that test, those stress tests.
Yeah, like in the case of Eleazar, you know, like you said that there's no plan, you know, B to Z. You know, our only plan is to trust in Yahweh Shema Shah. Like in the case of Eleazar, he trusted in the Most High and said that he's not going to partake of that swine's flesh, and they gave him an ulterior plan. They said, like, well, listen, you don't, you know, just say that you did, and you don't have to eat the swine's flesh, right? But just, you know, it's not swine's flesh, but it, you know, we'll just say it is. And that was you know, a different outcome. Like it was a different plan, but that still wasn't, you know, in line with what, you know, Eleazar's spirit, which was an upright man.
Right. Well, that goes into integrity.
Integrity. Yep.
Those men had integrity. That's why they weren't even able, Slaki. That's why they weren't going to just eat something that was clean just for them to say that it wasn't clean.
Exactly. Yep. And he said that. Why would I give up all my years of, you know, living godly just for this one little thing, like just to live a little bit longer? He said, hell no.
So basically, they didn't want to sell out.
Yep. So we gotta be in that. We gotta be in that spirit, you know, even on the littlest thing, you know, like, you know, it's gonna be tested, you know.
Right. Because if technically, if we're ambassadors, an ambassador is someone who represents somebody else. So we're representing, okay, on behalf of our power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So what sense would it make to be partial? Doesn't make sense. You like, again, it's either yay or nay. Yay or nay? Slack
Yep.
Is that it on that definition?
Yeah,
Treachery,
yeah,
deceit,
treachery.
right?
Laxness.
Laxness. So it all ties in together.
Yeah, slackness. Yeah, that's it. Slacking.
Yep. Con.
Yep.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Next spirit, next precept.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 31, verse 23. It says, "O love the Lord, all ye his saints, for the Lord preserveth the faithful, and plentifully rewardeth the proud doer." It says, "Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, all ye that hope in the Lord."
Okay. Yeah, which yes, you speak.
Yeah, I was saying, like, there you go. You know, brothers was just talking about, you know, having that hope in the Lord. All right. And what did the Lord say? He's going to preserve his saints, which the saints represent the elect of Israel. So us, you know, it says, plentifully rewarded the proud doer. So we're out here, you know, saying like, yeah, we're under Yakalba Page. All right. You know, it's not a secret. All right. We're out here telling you what it is, telling you the prophecies, telling you what's to come of this place, telling you why we're here, who we're here for. All right.
10 and 26.
So, yeah.
No, they say, y'all brothers talking about hope. You should get the precept, you know, what hope is the substance of things not seen. Hope is a thing,
a spirit or something.
basically, hope is a thing not seen.
Well,
I'm
no,
trying
you
to
go.
keep
You
things
go.
moving. I'm
Now
trying
you
to
go.
keep things
Now you
in
go.
the
Yeah,
spirit.
evidence that things not seen.
All lines up.
And that's, you know, that's what we have. We have hope in Yahweh Shemai Shai. He's going to deliver us. Like when you look at it for face value, you look at what Esau has, his arsenal, you know, what he comes with, what he brings, and we have, you know, a power that's really not, you know, not really seen like that. You know, it's all spiritual thing. It's all in our spirit, right? That we believe that he's going to deliver us when the time comes.
Right. And that's the thing. Like people look at our faith as something to be ashamed of, something weak.
Yeah, yep.
Because it doesn't quite yet appear with the eyes what is going to become of us. But that's the power of faith.
Yep.
Things that are hoped for, substance of things not, evidence of things not seen with the physical eye. But that's the dynamic of the Most High. See, he's got these people lifted up in pride. They take confidence in the things that they can see, things that are tangible, things you can touch and feel and see, right?
I believe in what I see.
But their spiritual senses are doled out. That's why they can't see the missiles, they can't see the destruction, they can't see the salvation, they can't see none of that.
They can't see Jacob's uprising.
That Jacob's trouble, right? They dead. That's right. That's why they have to rely on physical things. And that's a power move by the Most High. That don't make you weak, that makes you strong. Because who gonna be the damn fools when it's all said and done? Woe unto you that laugh now, right? That's what the Lord said. The Lord said that. For you shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you that are full, for you have received your consolation.
If I may, in Matthew the 6th chapter 2, and you go to verse, around verse 30 or whatnot, it goes into that. You know, the physical things, the tangible things. It says basically, not look on the car.
That's supposed to be a smart car, ain't it?
Well, the fucking drivers tell me shit.
Yeah, I guess the smart car can't cure stupidity. It can only do so much.
No.
Yo, ain't it something too? Every week, a fucked up car be driving through here, man. Like noticeably fucked up.
I ain't like nothing happened either.
That car's so
All the cars are about like nothing happened. But anyways, Matthew the 6th chapter, it goes into that and it basically says,
Oh shit.
Don't worry about the things, don't worry about the physical things, like, where you're gonna get your food at, where you're gonna get your clothes at. But worry more about, you got that?
Well, I got the Hebrews and that.
Oh yeah, get that, but then get Matthew 6, and
The driver probably turned.
but that's all in that that hope and that faith,
It just keep going.
This is
Probably got 2 feet on the
Hebrews. This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen."
Yeah, we're considered fools because of our faith, Like you said, everybody wants to, demonize us because we ain't out here chasing the bag, so to speak. We ain't out here doing the things of the flesh, doing things of the world, where we can get, be looked at in a
Yo, yesterday when I was at the gym, I happened to overhear these young Jakes talking where this guy was apparently talking about, I guess, a credit or a loan application that he put in. You know, he gave very little information, but the amount of giddiness and excitement when he told his buddy, okay, which is another Jake, about the line of credit he got. Bro, I got $10,000, man. Like, he was really in, like, and that just goes to show you, Jake fucking destroyed, man. Like, they don't know what real money is, and they, you know, they just destroyed. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And, you know, no talk about I got 10,000, but banks are collapsing, so I don't know what really, you know what I mean? Like, Jake don't got no smarts about them, you know, for lack of a better way to put it. He don't got no, you know, wisdom. A prudent man, what, foreseeth the evil. All right? So, Jake don't got no knowledge, man. But we at a time where there's a plethora of it, but Jake don't want to hear that. That's not what Jake want to hear. They don't want to hear that the system's going down. And things that they believed in and strived for is about to, you know, be taken away, about to be destroyed. You're going to have to rely on Yakalba Page because Jake want it now. He don't want to have to go through, you know, the different persecutions and trials and endure that for what's to come. You know, a lot of our people don't really have a sense of patience. You know, they're a rebellious house, mind you.
Yeah, and Jake, man, they trust in, you know, the actual, like man himself, you know, like, you know, they trust in these politicians and stuff. We had that, you know, a couple months ago, you know, they were having that politician shit.
Rally shit.
But yeah, the rallies.
Oh, months ago. Yeah, you got Josh Shapiro now as the governor, if I'm not mistaken. And then that other dude, he out of the hospital. What's his name? No.
He in and out that mug. Yeah.
He just in and out of them press conferences.
Yeah. He's barely survived. He's barely hanging on.
He answering damn questions.
What's that bald-headed? What's that bald-headed?
Yeah, I can't think of this guy's name right now.
But the thing is, like, you know, it's like Jake really trusts in the politicians, like the people they can see, people that have a voice, where, you know, they don't. Whereas we trust in, you know, a man that lived, you know, so many thousands of years ago, and we rely on the prophets that wrote a book down. You know, Jake don't even believe in the book, you know, half the time. You know what I mean? Because they just think it's just words on a paper that don't go down real tangible worth. But we know that those are living words. We know that the men that lived during that time, you know, I spoke prophets.
Jake don't even believe
Give
that
me Proverbs.
the book was made by Israelites.
Yep.
That's the white man's book. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of Jakes are losing that spiritual, you know, zeal.
Yeah.
Jake is infatuated with the golden city, which is Babylon,
Yep.
America. But we infatuated with the real golden city. It's going to be paved with real gold. That's the city that we infatuated with.
All right, because the brother made a statement. Read that real quick.
Oh.
I'm off. But
All right. This is Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth the way of understanding
brother
shall...
said that they look at this as just words on paper, though we know it's the living word. These are the spirit of prophecy. Okay, go ahead.
It says, shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
There you go.
Yeah, it's sluggy, but like, you know, our hope is in Yakalba Page and the prophets of old who said things prior to, right? But we don't have. It's not like they're here now speaking, you know, up, right? But Jake trusts people that they can speak, that they see on television, right? They trust in, you know, MSNBC and CNN and all the people that are on there and all the officials, and, you know, they do these rallies and who the next governor, the president. That's who Jake trusts in because they have like a voice that they can tangibly see, you know, and change that they, you know, that they so quote unquote can see. But we ain't looking for none of that. We're looking for, you know, new heavens and new earth where dwells righteousness, you know.
Yeah, and that's merit. That's all according to the will of Yahweh by Shemi Yahushua. Because ain't none of us got it on our own. Right. We didn't make ourselves get it. The Lord gave it to us. Yep. Okay, Ephesians 2:8. Yep. This is a gift from on high. The fact that we can see these prophecies and we believe in these prophecies, okay? And now we're following our Lord to the best of our ability in pursuit of salvation because we know that these things are coming, all right? Or will come to pass. That's according, like the movie They Live with Roddy Piper. We got that spiritual eye salve. What's the scripture say? Yeah. The eye salve. Yeah. Okay, the anointment. Okay, the ointment.
Yeah. And he wanted them to see so badly, and everyone's like, "No, like you're crazy." They didn't even want to hear it, you know. They didn't want to hear what he had to say and how he could see the, you know.
Yeah. Basically, he saw the demons.
The demons, yep.
Hmm? Yeah, they could see the demons, they could see the alternative motives, they could see the agenda, they could see the intentions, okay? And that's what we do. We read spirits, right? We can read into things, we see things, all right? We foresee the evil. Yes. Right? Most importantly, the Lord gave us the ability to prophesy. Come.
Matthew, chill out. Yeah, Matthew 13, verse 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear.
Yeah, go
Going into blessed. Yeah. That's like the ox was saying. You know, faith is a gift. You you can't go to the store and purchase it. You know, you got to be preordained to receive it. The elect was preordained from the beginning to receive this faith that we have. We blessed our eyes because they see and our ears because they hear. Not everybody gonna get this.
You got people. You'll have people that claim that they read the Bible, but then you ask them a simple question of what Holy Bible means. They couldn't tell you. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna try and dismiss the question that you just asked them. You know what I'm saying?
Carnal mind.
Got a scripture, real quick. This is 2 Corinthians 4:18. It says, "While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal." So yeah, you know, just going into just Jake, you know, having that, you know, carnal lie, you know, only believing things they can see. Oh, I see the Lambo, I see the mansions, I see the women, but they don't see past this thing, man.
Yeah, even going to the words, like look at the words, like Easter, Mark. If you gotta go beneath the surface of the words to go underneath the words. Stop, being on the surface. You gotta look underneath it.
Yep.
Right?
Gotta look at the
Easter,
structure
Easter
of the
is not
word.
a holiday of, or a holy day of Israelites.
Yep.
It was
When you go to the origin, the word is actually Pesach. You know, so they inserted that word. Yeah. Right. And that's why this Revelation 22 was written. That if thou take away from the word or add thereto, you shall be taken out of the book of life. Right? And that's why you ain't gonna find no damn Edomite there. Because they're the main culprits of tampering with the, or attempting to tamper with the scriptures. All right? They're responsible for the plantation Christianity that our people believe in. Yep. Yep. Remember, the Lord said that they helped forward the affliction. But we're not supposed to be mad about that. We're not supposed to be upset. Get out of here, man. And this talks about reparations. We're not gonna get them. We are gonna get them. Who gives a fuck, man? $5 million fucking dollars ain't gonna cure our fucking problems. This nigga don't even got fucking money for his people. He gonna give Jake $5 million.
Natural man receiveth not.
Are you kidding me? This nigga over here sending billions of dollars to the fucking Ukraine. The banks are crumbling. You think they're gonna give you fucking $5 million?
Natural man.
And there ain't gonna be an ulterior motive attached to it? It's not gonna come with some form of deception?
Yep. 1 Corinthians 2 and 14.
And what the fuck y'all gonna do with $5 million anyways? You out your all minds, man. Y'all fucking out your minds, bro. You couldn't handle that type of money and not fuck it up. Y'all ain't gonna invest in that. You gonna buy the flyest car so you can try to get the baddest bitch.
Jake can't even handle it.
And they're all gonna be nasty OnlyFans girls anyways. With the way shit is going.
And a brother hit on the head right there. He said they can't even handle tax returns.
Nope. Yeah.
They should come to the skit about that too, about the Jake getting reparations. And they would talk, they used to make fun of Jake, they don't know how to handle money, man.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that to necessarily demonize Jake, but it's like y'all don't got no fucking sense, man.
Shit gone.
Essentially, y'all gonna be dressed up for graduation day, which is those missiles.
Yep.
$5 million, they're gonna look nice and pretty. Crispy too.
Right. What's the first thing Jake do when he become rich? Where does he go? Where does he go? He goes back to the fucking hood.
Yeah.
To get fucked up, robbed.
Yep. Niggas, lottery. Remember that movie, Lottery?
Y'all don't have no fucking sense, man.
I'm move too.
Stay in the hood.
Yep.
You know, and then they're gonna go to the suburbs in the northeast or Cherry Hill, Jersey, whatever. And Esau gonna get off, pissed off, start seeing niggas with dreads and pants hanging off the ass.
Yeah,
and they're gonna fuck. They're gonna hook. Esau would never. That's why Esau would never do that.
Yep.
Because he gonna fuck the whole system up. He already had us in certain neighborhoods for a reason. The partitions away from, good, clean, old Edomites.
But you had to ask yourself, okay, why now? All these years, why now? The country is 20 plus $1 trillion in debt. Might be 30.
Irreversible.
That shit crazy.
Y'all in 20 plus $1 trillion in debt. I haven't looked at it in a while. I know brothers may have mentioned it here and there. We can look it up quick, but I'll give you all a ballpark.
That's the debt clock.
Then the thing of it is, like with the SVB, Silicon Valley Bank, those were all major tech companies, mostly. And all they did was they moved their money out, right? And the bank failed. And then they said that it wasn't going to be a bailout, but who's going to fund that? All right? Where's the money going to really come from? What does that cause? It causes more inflation because you got all this money in the fucking system.
Yeah, you people.
Right.
People.
Right, which that ain't enough money to cover the loss anyways.
See,
But then they want to give Jake $5 million. Come on, man. And if they do, know this. Know that it's gonna come with a list of terms and conditions since y'all don't learn, man.
See it.
That's it. They ain't just giving you that damn money. Yeah. They ain't just giving y'all that money, man. But anyway, I digress.
That is 31 trillion.
31 trillion. I knew it was up there. Cause I said I said in the spirit, probably up there at 30. 31 trillion, man. Yeah. And y'all don't even comprehend 1 trillion, man. That's the thing. 1 trillion? Let alone 30, 31? 31.
Federal Reserve is not a part of the U.S. government. If it was, we'd just be forgive the debt and start all over again. But they're hooked up to an international financial system, so that would be kind of like cheating anyway if they were to do that. But again, it proves that they keep saying that they're in debt, but who they're in debt to. It's witchcraft. How they framing it. They're in debt to a foreign bank, which has contracts with the United States government. And the different central banks in Europe, they have contracts with their local governments, but it's a separate bank from the European country, separate bank from the American. The countries don't own the central banks, and another entity owns the central banks. Because if they owned it, they could just forgive the debt. We can move the hell on.
That's why you've got a lot of people right now in the financial market, whether they give you a disclaimer that they're not giving financial advice or not. Because you got the Peter Schiffs, right? You got the Jeremiah Babes. You got the what's this guy? The Money GPS, the Water Silver Report Uncut. They're all telling you basically keep just enough money in the bank to pay your bills, but invest in gold and silver.
precious metal.
Tangible assets. Now the word tangible literally goes back to the word meaning touch, because they have a saying in the financial world: if you don't hold it, you don't what? You don't own it. Right? Exactly. It's only gold and silver is a good investment, but it's not going to last. It is going to take the dollar a little bit further, but it's not going to last. Right.
So say, well, system's left, but you got anything gold. And then they bring it back up again, then you can just transfer part of your gold back to the current system's money.
You know that according to prophecy, it says that they shall cast their gold and silver in the streets. So it's only going to go so far.
Yep. And it don't matter how.
Again, you really don't have a choice to be at the mercy of the damn of the elite.
Yep.
So what you got to do is right. That's the best thing to do at the time. You know, holding the bank FRNs and making this deal with shit.
Right.
You know, you transfer the gold, but then they're not accepting gold. So
Right.
you kind of
Even
fucked
if
either
you-
way.
Even if you started putting the money under your mattress when the dollar's deemed worthless, then what are you going to do anyway?
Right, yeah. Thanks. Well, if it's $100, but then now they think $100 is worth $40.
Right.
But it's under your mattress, under your bed. So, but it's worth $40 now. So
Yeah.
still fucked. So we need, you know, it's divine intervention. We need Yahweh Shai's help.
That's it.
So you just gotta pretty much do the best, you know, you can with your money. You know, transfer it where you think, keep some here, some there. But eventually the whole thing is going, you know, it's going to collapse.
Would it
It's
make
gonna
sense
go
to stock up on a little bit of food? Yeah. Would it make sense to invest in a little bit of gold and silver? Yeah. Because, you know, the thing of it is we are going to have divine intervention. We are going to be protected. But there are things that you could do, all right, to help take yourself a little further. You don't trust in those things because you don't really know where you're going to be. But it shouldn't prevent you from preparing, all right? But we know that's ultimately not going to save you, you know? But it makes sense. It makes sense if you can. You got a little extra money, you know, buy a few cans of, you know, buy a couple of canned goods. You know? Yeah. Right. There you go. Yeah, things that you can do that basically don't require electricity, right? Buy yourself a little backup generator. It's good to just have those types of things, period.
I mean, the toilet paper run.
Yep, toilet paper run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had like 6 rolls of
Yeah, nobody telling you to become a prepper or nothing. But again, remember, we wise men, or we're supposed to be, so we're supposed to be using our senses.
But
You know?
eventually, all your wealth, your gold and your silver is not going to mean nothing because you're not going to be able to buy or sell
That's
without
it.
the seed hit.
That's it.
So you can hoard up all the wealth you want. You're not going to be able to spend it.
Yeah,
Unless you
like
got
the
that.
brother was saying, you know, like right now, like you have gold and you can trade it for dollars, right? But that's really all it is.
Vice
Like,
versa.
yeah, you're basically just buying, you're basically just selling your gold for the dollar. But if the dollar's no longer worth anything and now it's a credit-based system, it's going to be the same concept. You're going to sell your gold for a credit.
Yeah.
But if you don't have
That's
that,
if they accept it.
yeah, it is right.
Right, and that's why that's the thing. See, that's why they don't want no independently owned stores, shops, and businesses. Because they might actually accept the gold and silver.
Yeah.
But under their system, you're going to specifically need that implantable device to get access. So they can't have an alternative. Because if people give it a choice, what do you think they're going to choose? I'm not dealing with all that. Right? If you got a little bit of sense, you know not to deal with that. I want some flexibility here. I want an option. Because the people aren't really going to be given an option. All right?
Yeah, some
They
people-
are, but they're not.
Yeah.
Because they're going to force you to be starved out. Right? What's that word? Like what they did with the jab. They did it basically under duress.
Yeah.
But coerce the water. They coerced basically people. Okay? It was coercion. Okay? They're forcing people to basically choose between not having a job, all right, or taking an experimental drug. And to them, not having a job is worse than what might happen to them because they're supposed to be able to trust what their, leaders say. But it's evil. It's all evil because he's trying to kill you. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you're a heathen anyway, and if you're a 2/3. But what are we gonna advise the nation of Israel? Not to participate in these things. Trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Now, once we give you that warning and you don't heed the warning, it's on you. Salaki.
Yeah, I was on a job a couple years ago in Hatfield, Pennsylvania. And it was like a little tech, like you install servers and routers and switches and run cables and stuff like that. And they wanted me to get the vampire shot because we got contracts with certain hospitals. That's fucking stupid. So you're not even going to be in a damn hospital all the time. Just one day, you know, you might have a job in a hospital, so they want you to be injected with the drug. So I can work in I can work in a stadium, I can work in an office building, but if I work in a hospital, so I gotta get the shot just so I can work in the hospital sometimes. It's fucking stupid. I'm not getting taken a job for that
And
shit.
a lot of jobs, a large majority of jobs, even at this point, have as a prerequisite, you need to have proof of your, you know what status, VAXX status. You got to be careful. Looking for a job now?
Yeah,
It's in the fine print.
Require that shit.
I was on LinkedIn
You
the other
get to the
day and it said
interview
something
and then
like
they
that.
tell you all that shit. At the tail end of the interview,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Oh shit, I forgot. Oh, I didn't read it. But that's how I was when I was looking in an interview. At the end of the interview, they wanted to hire me, you know, and they said somebody you got to take drugs to get the job because we work in hospitals sometimes. Like,
Yeah, that's a requirement. No matter what your skill level is, how qualified you might be, if you don't have that, all right, you're not considered an option.
Right.
So how much more the see him with his UBI system, his social credit system? All right? That's why this man's gonna be mad, because he's gonna have people not comply. All right? You're gonna be putting a lot of people to death, right? And even certain of the elect, all right, are gonna be a martyr for water. Yep, that's it. You know? But the beauty of that is you finished your course and you're gonna be the first to be risen back up, right?
God, this Revelation 13 and 16.
B.
16? 15. Revelation 13 and 15.
Honey.
It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed.
yeah. So inadvertently, it's voluntary to take the implant, but if you don't, you know, you can get starved out. So they might not even directly kill you. They could just put you in an area and let you die. Or put you in an area where there's a lot of danger at and you can die like that. Or they could just summarily execute you. Or a little of both, you know?
Well, we know it's in this devil's spirit to really kill you, to murder you. He's a murderer. You know? He's done it to the Israelites before. You know? Yeah,
Force drugs in.
yep.
Tie you down and take stuff from there.
And that's the thing, like they've already put that mRNA in you, right? And people are discovering that, you know, they're able to be picked up on a server, right? They have all these different,
MAC address.
they're having all these things go on with them,
Motherfucking computer now.
right? People are able to put magnets, so they know something's up with that. All right, or people are beginning to discover that something's going on, something nefarious, all right, is going on. And we will see, right? Because we already know that it's putting people down. You know? And the thing of it is they are trying to integrate everybody into a server, right? They want people to be a part of the Internet of Things.
Can I read the definition of transhumanism?
Yeah, of course.
Transhumanism in the Wikipedia. Transhumanism is a philosophical and intellectual movement which advocates the enhancement of human condition by developing and making.
Well, that's how they're selling it.
Yup.
This is the next step in
Yup.
human evolution, as they say. Go
Yup.
ahead, but that's
Well,
all bullshit. Go ahead.
by developing and making widely available sophisticated technologies that can greatly enhance longevity.
Remember, these devils actually think that their way is better than the Most High's way. They're essentially giving you an opposed proposition over the Most High's set standards,
Another way.
right, in government. That's what they're doing. And you got dumbasses out here, because that's what you gotta call them, You got stupid fucking people out here that actually think that Esau's way is better than the Creator's. That's a fucking offensive fucking thought, man. That highly fucking offends me. That you got people that actually think Esau's way is the more optimal, better way. That's why these people gotta fucking die, man. You could possibly think that something outside of what the Most High, the Creator, made is better. All right? These people are full of pride, man. Go ahead, Slack.
The technologies that can greatly enhance longevity and cognition.
Hey,
And then you got what's the name, Noah Harari.
cognitive?
You know, basically saying that the new way is now better, than the Most High's way. Basically the Most High, the stuff in the Bible, now the old stuff, they're moving on to a new way of living.
Right, and even Esau knows that's bullshit. Because why do you think he's so hell-bent on putting his technology out there? Right?
Yeah.
Because he's trying to be like who? The Most High. So even he knows to some degree that it's fucking bullshit. But his pride is driving him to do these things. All right? The soul that is lifted up is not upright in him. Go ahead. Whatever we got. Yeah, so that's what they want to move towards, transhumanism. Okay? Merge man with machine, okay? Or make people a part of the Internet of Things, all right? Which links to you becoming an integral part of their new system. Okay? And what's the crux of it all? To see him. Okay? And they're going to have the authority to turn it on and turn it off, meaning total control over you. And that's what they want. All right? To be like the Most High. That you submit yourself onto Him. You be like unto Him. You follow His way. All right? He wants to push upon you His will and His desire. Okay? But the Most High, gotta remember, the Most High is gonna allow this devil to go only but so far with his agenda. And then the Lord is gonna interject. So what do we got?
Oh, that means like the open.
Chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men
Open somebody up.
and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and in the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Break it down.
So pretty much the people isn't going to have any regard amongst it. There's going to be issues amongst men. There's going to be tension. And they're not going to have any regards for the kings, meaning the policemen, the senates, you know what I'm saying, the people of authority in power. They're not going to have any regards. Matter of fact, they're going to kill them. You know what I'm saying? They're going to put some policemen to death. They're going to put your congressmen, your congressmen to death.
Yeah, a good example of that is when they stormed the Capitol,
Yeah, well, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
That was a mock drill.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens if we just tell these people to come inside.
Yep.
Let's see what they gonna do. And these dumbasses all walked inside.
Yep.
They followed all those federal agents right inside the fucking building. But the next time something like that happens, it's gonna be for fucking real.
Yep.
So they just wanted a reaction. Remember, problem, reaction, solution. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Because they had the whole fucking building already surrounded. In anticipation for something to happen. But nobody was doing anything. So they said, okay, come on, let's move the gate. Move the gate. Come on, come in.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, the most they did was take a shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk. Like, come on now.
Yeah, well, we don't even know that. They're on Tucker Carlson's ass right now because he showed footage that basically goes against the mainstream narrative where the people were, in whatever, the Chamber of Congress or whatever, and they were being told by our Capitol Police, let's go, come on, get out, and they were peaceably leaving. They were just leaving the building. They weren't giving no problems. They weren't resisting. They said, listen, let's go, time for y'all to leave, and they were just in line, just all leaving the building. So like, are we up and running? Okay, so lucky, brothers. I didn't know this thing was going to fall. Guess I don't know my own strength.
So
For there shall be sedition among men, meaning there's going to be rebellion.
Well, the
Invaded
word
one-
sedition means to incite rebellious.
Against the authority.
Yep. Yep. To incite rebellion. It's basically rebellious speech. Okay, which becomes what? Your actions. Right? Yep.
Invading one another, you know what I'm saying? The people is not going to have any regard. And they shall not regard their kings nor princes in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much they're going to take action into their own hands against their authorities.
Yep. You know, Esau damn sure gonna resist. Look at the way he dealing with the cops now. Sir, I'm gonna need you to roll your window. No, I ain't rolling down my damn window. You can hear me just fine. Sir, I'm gonna need you to step out of the car. I ain't going nowhere. You know? So you definitely gonna have that. And like the elder apostle Taharo who said, you know, you got a lot of these Bible Belt looking Edomites, which are really Jake, they're gonna resist. Them Jakes in the South, all right? Across the Midwest. Texas is trying to declare themselves an independent country. They sent out a petition to separate themselves from the rest of the United States. You know? Texas don't be fucking around. Or Florida. You know? So you won't definitely see those rebellions. Absolutely. You know?
Where's that?
Fine.
Revelation 18, verse 21. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. Because every citizen here, guns is readily available. You can go to Kmart and buy guns. Everybody got a gun. So when society collapses, it's going to be nothing but violence here. Mass death. Mass sorrow. Everybody, it's going to be chaos. Thus with violence, so that great city be thrown down.
Yep.
Babylon.
Yep. And it's already starting now.
Right. Right. People are already killing each other
exactly.
over menial shit.
Yep.
How much more when food comes into
Yep.
play?
Yeah.
Food scarcity, you know?
Yeah,
Yep. We living in a failed city here now.
Yeah.
The youth here.
Oh
is
yeah,
just-
it's definitely a failed
yeah.
state. That's for sure. Even if they don't admit it or they don't publicize it, it's a failed state. This would technically be considered a failed state. Because you cannot provide affordable health care. Your education system is severely rated low. Your homelessness is out of control. This would be a failed state. This is literally, by definition, what you would consider a failed state.
Yep.
So y'all talk shit about these other countries, but a lot of these countries are a lot happier without all the conveniences that fucking America has. You know? People talk shit about them. Ain't that the place where people go and commit suicide? Walk off buildings and shit? Why would they want to come here? See, America played the fuck out at this point, man.
Yeah, you could be a billionaire walking out of one of the buildings downtown, and you walk past a man laying on the ground.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, asshole
man.
pissing right there.
Oh.
People don't understand, like, these other countries, man, they think this place is a joke, man. People, we got all these prideful Americans, so we live in the greatest country. But all these other countries, they look at the U.S. as a laughing stock, man. They don't take this place serious.
Yep. Hey, they say that. Gays and stuff. Precept?
No.
Precept? Precept? No. This is the book of Nahum. Here. Slakia. Miami got precept real quick? No?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, did you tell me? You said Isaiah 1 and 9.
Oh yeah, get that real quick. Yeah. Get that real quick and then we'll just run it. Yeah, go ahead.
Gone. Right.
Just a bit from earlier.
This Isaiah 1.
Keep talking.
Isaiah 1:9. It says, except the Lord Yahweh of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant.
Right, which we have that election. That's the remnant, the rest of the remainder. Right, that the Lord has in the midst. You know, in Babylon, amongst all of this confusion. Go ahead. And also in the various lands, because not only you're gonna have Israelites that's here in America that's gonna get delivered, but Israelites also across the different four winds, all the different directions. You're gonna have Israelites coming out of these different countries. Go ahead, that look like heathens too. Go ahead. But actually Israelites, go ahead.
God, it says we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
Right, being destroyed. All right, not to be gay, but to be destroyed. Right, or lewd. It goes into being destroyed. All right, because the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, and left it as it also. That's another example too.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it is. That's literally Second Peter's tell you.
Yeah, Peter's.
Right, that was going to be an example unto those that should live ungodly. And you notice places that people are not afraid to tell you anymore that they're godless. That's the thing.
They atheists straight up.
Yeah.
Like Jake too.
Yep.
Jake could be like, I don't believe in God.
Well, and the scriptures tell you that they were going to be like that. They declare their sin in Sodom. They don't care.
Yeah.
They're not concerned with consequence. But remember, that's a power move by the Most High. The Lord allowing them to lift up their sins, so when He kills them, when He judges them, He's gonna be totally justified. Ain't gonna nobody feel sorry for you. Like that's like when people get in trouble now, they bitch up. Oh, I'm a victim of this and that and the third. No, you gonna get your just due, okay, in due time. Remember, judgment is not executed speedily. So the Lord doing that to properly judge you, because the Lord really wants to judge you, and He wants to do it in cruel ways. So y'all keep thinking you're just getting away with it. You keep being proud and being lifted up with all the wickedness that you do, because the Lord got you marked for judgment, man.
And this is saying in the world, give you enough rope to hang yourself.
That's it. That's all I got.
Y'all got the other precept in Peter's?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
When we started on 6, 2 Peter 2 verse 6. Yeah. 2 Peter 2 verse 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow.
Start at 5.
2 Peter 2 verse 5. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah the eighth.
The old world wasn't spared. Brother read earlier about the second death.
Yeah.
The first death was through the flood, via water. The second death is going to be through fire. Go ahead.
And spared not the old world, but saved Noah the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness.
Right, and Noah is reminiscent, all right, or really a foreshadowing of the hopeful elect now. Because we are preachers of righteousness, right?
Yep.
Why? Because we are teaching the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Not because we're righteous, but because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is. All right? And we believe in it, and we teach it, and we defend it. And we're going to continue to do so. Lord's will. Go ahead.
Bringing the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Read that again.
Bringing the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Go ahead.
And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly.
There it is. There it is. Okay? If you wanted to know what happened to an evil, wicked society, look no further than Sodom and Gomorrah. Because that is America's future. But it's going to be a lot worse. A lot worse. It's going to be so bad, the Lord said that the whole earth was going to move to and fro like a drunkard. All right? You know, if somebody's too drunk, they can't catch their balance, so they're staggering around, right? That's how powerful it's going to be when those missiles drop, which is the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? So that's the future of America. Soon to be future of America. All right.
I want to look up that word ensample.
Go ahead.
I can't even pronounce the Greek because I'm not even gonna try. Like it's Hupag.
Well, listen.
Square,
Get into the habit of playing it, listen to it, and then repeat it so you can get more familiar with it. Don't just accept that you're not good at something.
Right.
Yeah.
Make the effort.
Can't even hear it.
Brother, help him out.
Try to turn the ringer on.
Strong's G5262.
Wapag dogma.
Okay.
A sign suggestive of anything, delineation of a thing, representation, a figure, a copy, an example.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a fucking woman, too. Yeah. It's a wife.
Yeah, so when Yahweh Shai and the rest of the angels are done with this place, there ain't gonna be no stone upon another. The foundation of America is gonna be laid waste. The buildings and everything in it. Like brothers were going into earlier, they're gonna be essentially a desert where doleful creatures are going to dwell. Right? Vultures, scorpions, right? Desert creatures. What else we got?
God. This Isaiah 19 and 14, it says, the Lord Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. It says, neither there should be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Yeah, we're seeing that. We're seeing a lot of these job shortages. We're seeing a lot of these jobs, they're starting to require certain things, and people are not, accepting that, So we're literally seeing this society crumbling before our eyes.
and that perverse spirit is the LGBT community, alphabet gang, pushing for their ways on children. When you look at Babylon throughout the world, the image that's portrayed here is Sodom, Gomorrah. Nothing but abominable things happen here. It's promoted here.
Get revelation.
That perverse spirit.
Yep. So, really, it's the Lord putting the spirit on Esau. To put this perverse spirit to push, that agenda. Of that perverse spirit.
Revelation 10 and,
Or,
8?
like what the brother was getting into. All these homo and
11.
alphabet laws. Basically, Esau pushing that unclean, perverse way of living. At the end of the day, the Lord set him up to do that.
Revelation 11 verse 8, and their bodies shall lie in the street of that great city, which is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Yeah, because over here, this is where they push that image of what Cesare Borgia, the most. For example, coming to America, you see, every single church you walk into, you see that picture of Cesare Borgia, who they call, Jesus. That's not even the Lord's name, but hey, still,
Yeah, those dead bodies, they speaking about, the Israelites. Not physically dead, but spiritually dead. Lying in the street. And when he speaks about crucifying our Lord, they X our Lord out. They put this white man with blonde hair and blue eyes and say that he love everybody. They're not speaking about the true Lord and Savior, which his name is Yahweh Shai. He saves or he delivers. Not Cesare Borgia or Jesus, the earth pig.
Got it?
God. Yeah, Isaiah 19 and 14, it says, the Lord Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Yeah, because again, that represents, hey, a lot of people are drunk off of, the ways of Babylon.
Right, brother. Mention the alphabet community.
Yeah. So they're literally, wallowing, in that perverseness.
Yep. As a matter of fact, that word for perverse goes back to the Hebrew ira, which the word there is to distort. All right? Now, I got the definition. We know what the definition is, but we're going to read it. All right? So we can get some more out of it. The word distort is to give a misleading or false account or impression of, pull or twist out of shape. And that's what you get the word pervert from. All right? Because the word pervert means to go aside. Okay? Go aside from what? Go aside from the truth. So in every work, they're perverted. Okay? They distort. That's why they, use deceptive tactics to get you to go along with their program. Because everything is a distortion of the truth. Okay? And who's responsible for that? Esau, Edom. And we already read the scripture where the scriptures tell you that this is spiritually what? Sodom and Egypt. Okay, this is new Egypt, new Rome. All right, why? Because it practices all those same philosophies, all right? But it's much more intensified. And the influence is much greater. All right, that's why the Lord has specifically destined America to be destroyed. This is where the greatest destruction will happen. All the missiles of the world will come here, man. Not to say that America won't exchange their nuclear missiles, but all nations, all right, the Lord is going to force them to use their nuclear arsenal to rain missiles on America to destroy it. And in conjunction with that, or rather should I say, most importantly, Yahweh Shai and the angels are going to be raining down fire on this place till it's clean dissolved.
Fully beat down.
Yes, sir. Yep.
So again, Isaiah 19:14, it says, the Lord Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. And as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Yeah, when a drunk guy, he's super drunk, he throwing up everywhere, he doesn't even care what's going on, he got no shame. Hey, that's a lot of these people out here, like the scriptures say, they declare their Sodom. They declare their sin as Sodom, right? So these people don't have no shame, for what they do. So it says what, 15?
Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. You look at that person like damn.
Yeah,
you don't want to be in their position. And a lot of times, when you get like that, you stagger in your own vomit. Just imagine somebody leaning over the toilet, being so fucked up. You regret that shit. Eventually, they gonna look at the shit that they've been doing. That wake-up call gonna be that destruction. Damn. But right now, you see a motherfucker in that vomit like, you cover your face, right? That's the representation of America. Shameful spewing. This place is disgusting. Perverse. Go ahead, slide.
It says 15, Isaiah 19:15, it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Yeah, because that represents, again, eventually all these jobs, it's going to be a lockdown again, because we've already seen, this past lockdown, a lot of the jobs shut down, a lot of the businesses shut down, work was shortened, but it's going to be like that at an elevated level, this time. This next, lockdown we're coming into. Once martial law's out here, when Jacob Trouble's out here, hey, then we're really gonna see, that shortage of work. So it says, verse 16, it says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto woman, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand, the Lord Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Hey, yeah, so exactly, man. So, hey, a lot of these people are gonna be acting like women, And what does a woman do when she's in distress? Screaming, she don't know what to do. She, balls up, and just cries and sitting down and doing nothing about it. So that's how a lot of these people are gonna be. Because, for those who don't have the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, You know, they're obviously gonna have nothing to run to. So where do you think they're gonna go? You know.
Those chipping stations.
Exactly. You know, yeah, like I just said, they're gonna be like onto women, so they're gonna be doing whatever, you know, they can. Which is what, again, a lot of these people don't have the Lord, so only person they can follow after is Esau. It says, Isaiah 19:17, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, which ye have determined against it. Yeah, and you know, there's gonna be these a civil war within America, whether it be, you know, Egyptian against Egyptian, you know, Edomite against Edomite. Or you're gonna see a lot of Jakes, you know, rising up against, you know, Esau, man, in these times coming up.
Judah stand up to the tribes will come behind
That's a dope. Gonna see the true nature of these Edomites too. You know, these, you know, he wanna have like the clean face suit, acting like he can't hurt a fly. Jacob's trouble come out, you gonna see beasts, man.
They had something on the purge where fucking Edomite was riding around the tractor trailer with a fucking minigun behind it. Inside of it, just wiping Jake the fuck out. They can't wait to exercise they lunacy on Jake. They fantasize right now, you know, about how they gonna put the sword to Jake.
Yeah, remember that purge? What was that? Not the first purge, but the purge where they was chasing that Jake and he ran in the house, and the man
the first one.
Yeah, he was like locked up in there, and they was like, just bring him out. Just bring them out. Like you had basically like a more, they seemed like they were like rich or something, and they you know, their sadistic nature, they wanted to torture this Jake. And they, you know, the person had a secured house, so they had to actually break their way inside of it just to get the Jake or something like that.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, you know, during that scene, when the Jake, you know, went to the house, you know, the Edomites who was chasing the Jake, you know, the owner of the house, you know, was the Edomite. So the guys were like, oh, hey, this guy, you know, he's not even your people, man. You know, he's not even your race.
Yeah.
They're basically saying, you know.
Yeah, let us do what we gotta do. It has nothing to do with you, and that's what's gonna happen in these times. Like, everybody gonna turn to their own people anyway, you know. So, you know, you gonna have, you know, Jake gonna deal with Jake, and Edomites gonna deal with their own. And you obviously, the Elamites and all of, they're going to stick to their own, you know? It's going to be you know, things going to go back to how it used to be back in the ancient times, really, you know? It's going to be more damn near, it's going to be uncivil out here. It's going to be savage, hard and perilous times.
Yeah, so we seen movies like I Am Legend, you know, you're going to see Esau getting back to that state, you know? That I Am Legend, you know, them, I forgot how you call them.
What they call them? Crazy things? They ugly and shit.
Yeah, it was it.
What they call them?
What things?
And I Am Legend, them things, they were like, what they like? I forget what they call them. And I Am Legend, they had them mutated people or something.
Yeah.
So long.
You know, you're gonna see Esau, man, get him back to that state.
They say dark seekers.
Dark Seekers, yeah. Yeah, them.
Yeah, they were.
Crazy as
They had
shit.
like blind rage, you know.
I'm scared of them motherfuckers.
All loss of emotion except for rage.
Yep.
That's these people out here anyway.
Yeah.
They already at that stage.
Dark
Yeah.
Seekers.
There's an article in the Daily Mail. Can I read it out?
Yeah.
About a black man who told his mom white men were chasing him and told police he feared for his life, was found decapitated.
He was like dismembered, right? Found different body parts. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Despite cops claiming no foul play.
Wow.
So he said white men was chasing him in a truck, yelling racial slurs at him.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple days later, they found him decapitated. So
They
means his head was
destroyed
cut
that
off.
Jake.
Then they found his spine somewhere else. That's the type of shit that
Esau crazy.
Esau's thinking about you, Jake. He
Esau
can't
be
wait to.
doing this
He
shit.
can't wait to. Yeah, they probably fucking cut his head open and ate his fucking brain while he's alive. That's the type of shit Esau into.
Yeah,
Esau.
Esau's his spirit of Esau, the spirit of Edom is the same one that would hang or lynch a Jake and then basically fucking take a group photo with that shit, you know?
Yeah, with the animals too.
Yeah, yep,
So
yep.
how did he die? How did he die?
Oh, they
They just said they like,
said
yeah,
it's
we
no
don't even
foul
know,
play,
man.
exactly.
We don't even- yeah, they covered that
Yeah,
story.
not
up.
even animals don't
They
even do
covered
that.
that fucking story.
You can't find an animal that's going, okay, I'm gonna leave the head there, I'm gonna carry the arm over here, the fucking spine, I'm gonna, you know, come on,
I'm
man.
gonna hang it on the wall and shit. Put it on my house.
Yeah.
Put it
And
in
we
a
know,
fucking jar.
Slaki, we know that this devil, it's not beyond him. This motherfucker Zimmerman was trying to sell the fucking same gun that he used to shot Trayvon Martin. Yeah, and motherfuckers were actually bidding on it.
read further down into the story. They said the family of the young black man from Mississippi who was found decapitated after warning his mother he was being followed by white men in trucks while calling for a federal probe into his death. Police previously said that there was no reason to suspect foul play in the death of Rasheem Carter, 25, who disappeared on October and was found mutilated in a wooded area exactly 1 month later.
Later.
Yeah, but it says, but his family, who believes police in Taylorsville are hiding details about his death, called for a probe on Monday as the results of an independent autopsy revealed his head had been severed from his body.
I think they mean when he disappeared. They expect something the connection after they found him dead.
This is sad, bro.
And Esau got a history of torturing our people. There's a book out called Without Sanctuary, where they got documented, detailed accounts of all the hangings and mutilations that they performed on Jake, and public executions, basically.
Yeah, imagine how much shit that was done in
Yeah.
secret, done in private, that wasn't recorded. You think that it was just the things that you can actually see on record that was done to Jake? Man, there's so many things that were done that wasn't even recorded.
So we don't put nothing past Esau. We say never trust thine enemy.
That's right. That's right, man.
That's and like the brother said, that's why Esau, he gotta pay for what he did. You know, he's stacking up that iniquity till he get that judgment, man. And hey, I got a quick precept real quick. This is James 2:13. It says, "For he shall have judgment without mercy, that hath shewn no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment." All right. So, hey, man, when you devils is in captivity under us, man, you know we gonna show you the same amount of mercy you showed us, or even worse, man. All right, in righteousness. All right, because the Lord said, everything that happened to us is gonna happen to you. Everything. The curses too. The Edomites, all right, they're gonna be in the curses too. So everything that happened to us is gonna happen to you devils.
Right. But it's gonna be in righteousness.
In righteousness.
There's certain things that we're not gonna do.
God,
You know? Well, Esau, he has done a lot of atrocious, vile, abominable things to Israelites, man. You know, he's not afraid to tie you down and then rape your woman. We're not gonna be doing shit like that.
Yeah, we're not gonna be eating.
We're not gonna be buck breaking. All right, not gonna be doing the sick ass shit that you fucking do or have done.
Kill you and cut your body up, put it in the freezer, and take it out and eat certain parts of it and tell you which part is good and which part is bad.
Right? Yeah, this tastes like chicken.
Okay.
Fucking devils, man.
There was during slavery, hardcore slavery, they would have a Negro lay down and they would shit in his mouth until it shut.
That's called
John, that
Derby's
Derby dose.
dope.
Derby's dose.
Derby
Yeah.
dose.
That's what I think it was the French.
Yep. Yeah,
We're
French
doing.
is- French is a nasty
The Edomites French.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Shitting somebody
That is that we're gonna make you devils wish that you was in hell burning forever.
Yeah, you don't want to be in hell. That's the thing. Y'all fucking worried about hell. You don't want to be in hell.
Send me the shot.
Because the Lord gonna give us the spirit of His anger. Ain't nothing compared to that. You gonna prefer, man? I want to go to hell and burn forever. This is too much. We got 1,000 years of this. Oh, we gonna remind you too. You got 1,000 years. We're gonna remind you that generation after generation after generation is gonna be perpetually serving. First of all, knowing that they're gonna be slaves is worse than hell for Esau any damn way. That's worse than burning in hell. Knowing that you're gonna be subject to some niggas and spicks and wetbacks, I'm talking in his mind, that's worse than burning forever. They choose hell right over that.
Yeah.
Where hell at? Where the fire at?
Yeah, ask an Edomite Christian if they would prefer to burn in a lake of fire or
Right.
if they'd rather be enslaved to Jake.
That's what one of y'all TikTokers need to make that a trend. Go up to him with the phone. Would you have me roll over you, burn in hell?
Yeah.
Nah, but you know, we having a little fun or whatever. Yo, somebody gotta do the survey.
Yep.
You have me roll over. You want to burn in hell? Wow, Jake. Wow,
Jake.
Man. TikTok.
Man.
But anyway,
Yeah,
man. What we gonna do to you in righteousness? You would prefer to burn in forever, man.
Yeah. And then, yeah, funny thing is, or actually the true thing is that the Lord, he can easily, man, once the kingdom of heaven is on earth, time is going to be, slowed down.
Yes, sir.
Because what? It said, the scriptures say how a day in the kingdom is like 1,000 years on the earth. So, within the kingdom, one day, like the elder Yakalba from Mississippi said, he's basically saying, hey, man, the Lord can make each day feel like eternity. So, time is going to be slowed down. Because right now the Lord's speeding up time.
Yep.
Right.
So, hey, so what? You saw things like 1,000 years going to fly by, man. That's just going to feel like eternity. It's going to be like a day of spiritual world. It's going to be a long, drawn out slavery that these Edomites is going to have, man.
And whenever you're going through hell, it seems like it's forever.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It seems like it should never going to end.
First of all, they say that about dying too. If you dying slow, right, it feels like forever, and that's what we gonna kill you slowly, basically.
Ezekiel 25, verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord, power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, Esau, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. Verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance.
Yeah, this is the day that Esau dreads, man. Esau dreads this. This is why he hell bent on fulfilling this NWO and coming down on the people with great wrath. All right?
It's already Jake's spirit, man. Like, I'm sure brothers have seen that video of if so-called black people had powers. He was basically talking to the Edomite who was behind the camera, and he was like, yeah, man, like, so, whatever you guys did to us, we go do back to y'all. Like, so if you guys did good, you won't have nothing to worry about. It's like, oh, do you mean like slavery? He's like, hey, you said that. Hey, you said that. So Jake already got that spirit, man, what they gonna do when they get that power. But ain't gonna be no 2/3 niggas though to get that power, man.
Right, and we just read it to you the judgment.
Yeah.
And none of us taking matters in our own hands.
That's right.
All right? Because we blameless before Yakalba Page. We reading from the same book that you supposedly brought over to this side of the world, right? That you believe in.
Yep.
All right? Quote unquote. We reading to you the judgment.
Yeah.
But remember, we gonna execute the judgment written. But we reading it, and then we gonna execute it when the Lord gives us the ability to do so. Up until then, you do what you gonna do.
Yeah, but if I may say too, Esau a damn hypocrite. We gotta put that. We basically gotta insert that. What would you call that? Like
A disclaimer?
a disclaimer. Yeah, we always gotta insert that disclaimer because things will kind of get taken the wrong way, especially from Esau's standpoint. But meanwhile, Esau a damn hypocrite. He put us in slavery, did all this, and had the audacity to read out the book talking about that scripture. But when we do it, What we do, we're the guilty ones.
We out of context.
We
Yeah.
we considered extremists.
Yeah, exactly. Yep,
That's
yep.
the thing.
Meanwhile, I had own damn
They
mouth,
trying-
he
they
be
trying-
whipping us. Sorry, he be whipping us and saying that's scripture.
They trying to essentially, which they already really have. They saying that what we teach is hate speech. Hate speech leads to violent crime, right? Which leads to hate. What do they call them? Hate crimes.
Yep.
Hate crimes.
Yep.
That's why anytime something happens to an Ish person now, they saying it was an Israelite. They saying it was a Jake.
Yep.
Right? They might not openly say it was an Israelite.
Hey,
All right,
listen,
but they'll say, you know,
Anti-radical views led to, you know. Yep.
right. Like
Sort of hate crime, yeah.
recently, you know, they put out a story, and I believe they also brought up the incident that happened at the grocery store, which that incident, and I'm gonna make a point. That incident wasn't just involving an Ish person, got a Hispanic and a regular Edomite or something like that, woman. But anyways, you're only going once we knew and found out that we're Israelites, and other Israelites found out that they were Israelites. Now we got to demonize being an Israelite, because they don't do that with these pedophiles in the Catholic Church. It's not like, oh, look at all these clergymen taking advantage of children. We got to demonize the Catholic religion, because something got to be going on there. They don't do that. They don't do that to that belief system. They don't do that to the Christians. What about radical Christians who kill their congregation or take advantage of their people? Oh, that's not a problem with the Christian church, though. An Israelite calls himself an Israelite, they're extremists.
Yep.
That religion is extreme. That's a result. No, they don't focus on the individual. Y'all got to be focused on the individual. Okay? Because you got bug outs in every belief system. So you don't demonize the belief, you demonize the person.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay?
Individual.
Who took it beyond a certain point that they weren't supposed to. Because we know that we're supposed to listen to the law, so to speak. Romans 13. Let every man be subject to the higher power. So we know that there's certain things that we're not supposed to do. So we don't do it. All right? We pay our bills, we pay our taxes, we do it to the best of our ability, and we don't do nothing that we're not supposed to do. All right? Because we know we patiently waiting for the Lord. The Lord got to get his, and then we'll get ours. All right? So, you want to make a point? I'm sorry.
Okay,
Lock it, brother.
You definitely bring a precept. I do want to bring out Isaiah 14 and 21. But like I said, like the only thing they can say to the point I was making earlier is basically like, oh, that it's behind us. We're moving forward from that. But no, it's not about moving forward from that. And now we live in a society the way it is. Like, no, we want your blood, man. That's saying the scriptures, Isaiah 14 and 21. You got to get that. But like, you know,
the Most High's out for blood.
Yep.
That's the thing. The Most High's out for blood.
He put us in hardcore blood and slavery, and then used the Bible to do so. Now we basically say that we're justified in our sayings.
Right. What we saying there's a recompense for that. There's a consequence for that. And now all of a sudden there's a fat flag on the play.
Yep.
All right, penalty.
Yep.
Right, making laws to ban or outlaw teaching the truth.
Yep.
Because everything is now considered hate speech.
Yep.
You can't offend anybody with truth. All right, or you're liable now.
Meanwhile,
or you're liable.
And that's a direct target to keep this truth suppressed. Because as long as he can say, listen, you can't try to usurp authority over another. That's in direct correlation to bring this truth down.
You can't say certain things.
Yeah, this truth is all about bringing Jake up and bringing Esau down. You don't want that. You don't want the Ish people being found out that they ain't the real,
chosen
real
people.
Yeah, the real chosen people, right? So he has to make a playing field where it's like, oh well, that's you can't do that. That's not allowed no more. Meanwhile, Esau got where he got by doing exactly that.
Who got precepts? Who got
want the
precepts?
Isaiah?
Raise your hand.
No, you bring yours out. Bring yours out.
All right, we're gonna close on these last precepts that brothers got.
Zephaniah 3. That's what you got?
Showing the list.
You got that?
No, go.
All right, go. Zephaniah 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me. I repeat.
Yep.
Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up against the prey.
Yep.
For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation,
Yeah,
righteous
right.
anger.
The Lord's righteous anger.
Yep.
Con.
Yeah, we have anger within us. We have, we get, we see the shit that Esau be doing.
Well, the scriptures say, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
Yep. Yep.
Are
Yeah,
we not living in the most oppressed state? Yes. All right? These bodies are already subject to sin, and then you got the devil making things worse, okay? By planting, all right, particular things for us to go off. Because remember, the word devil means accuser. All right? And the quality of a devil is to deceive. All right? Scriptures say that as the king and so are the people. So he planting things for Jake. He's called the fowler, man. Because he's setting all kinds of traps to accuse Jake. That's his whole MO. Modus operandi. That's how he operates. He plans a trap, right? He gets Jake to falter, and then he's going before the Most High. Because he's mad that he ain't got the blessing. So Esau is plotting. Remember, he's plotting, he's scheming, all right, to try to deter Jake from reconnecting with their power. He's trying to cast Israel off from being a nation. And he's doing that through philosophy. He's doing that through his military. He's doing that through his financial system. He's doing that through his disease warfare. He's doing that by perverting the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, the water that we drink. Those different methods are all set up and designed to disconnect us from the Most High. Go ahead, Ak.
Continuing on, even all my fierce anger,
So the Most High has fierce anger because you corrupting the Lord's people, you perverting the earth, you're destroying the Lord's creation, man. So you gotta pay for that. You don't get to do all this, leave a trail of destruction behind you and walk away scot-free. Go ahead.
for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
That's right. So that's who you gotta be concerned with. That's who you gotta be concerned with, Esau. Okay? Because it's the Most High's indignation. The Most High gonna deal with you.
True. You want to check that your ass can't cash.
Fine. Yeah. Even though your inward heart or your inward thought is that you shall rule forever, it shall not be so. Because the Lord said a bound that you cannot pass. Okay? You just try to destroy every last one of us, and you still gonna fail miserably. Because it ain't set for you to rule up until a certain point. Somebody get me the end of the world. We need that. We haven't brought that out in a minute. Get that out. Second Ezra. Yeah. Or yeah, get that precept out. Now go to the next precept until the brother get it.
It's here. You want it?
Oh, you got it already?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, man.
Second
That's
Ezra,
rapid fire right there, bro.
Second Ezra 6 verse 9.
You already had it.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Go into it, bro.
Yeah, Esau is the end of the world, not the world, like the whole world.
Like the word
The world is age.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
It's the end of an age. Esau is the end of this age,
End of a dominion, end
Yup.
of a rulership.
and Jacob, which is Israel, the children of Israel, is the beginning of it that followeth. And that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for this man to fall so we can rise. And the fall and rise is simultaneous. 'Cause as he's falling, we're going to rise.
That's why Esau right now, he getting those curses put on him. That's why they're fucked up on drugs. I'm trying to combine the word fucked up and cracked out at the same time. Yeah, go to Zombieland. What are you gonna see mostly? You gonna see some Jake there, but who you gonna see? You gonna see Esau, man. Yeah. Doing the zombie dance.
You leave at work, you can either go to work at 6 in the morning, he's slumped over like this.
Yeah.
You come back 5 o'clock in the afternoon, he's still in the same position, slumped over. Looking through.
Through out
Right?
there, man.
They're dealing with financial
I
crisis.
see that shit.
The
all
daughters
the
are
time.
whores in the street.
Damn.
All these motherfuckers are OnlyFans girls, bro.
Shit fucked up. Every one of them. I got videos.
Yeah, bro. Even when they're not OnlyFans girls, they're OnlyFans girls.
Yeah.
That scripture's a cut too to John 3:16 when everybody think that John 3:16 is for the whole entire world.
Yeah.
So that's a cut to it.
Yeah.
The election have obtained an arrest of blinded. A lot of people, most people not gonna get this truth. Even if we break it down, make it plain upon tables, so that way a 5-year-old can get it or a 2-year-old can get it. I mean, ears are stopped up and they pulling away the shoulder.
He said 5-year-old. It's like you got the little cube with the different shapes.
Yep.
They be trying to line up the square with the circle. It's a spirit, brother. You know exactly where I was going with that analogy. Like, nah, it's a square, but it's gonna go in the circle hole. No, man.
So take that lack of
You're trying to force something that ain't it, that isn't. You're trying to force something that is not. You know? So the truth is not for everybody. Just like the brother said. And we got all the scriptures. All right? We went into that earlier. Okay? It's about the elect. It's about the Lord's chosen. And when you go into that word chosen, or eklektos, in the Greek, for elect, it literally means hand-picked by the Most High for the purpose of obtaining salvation. You see that? Not everybody, like the brother said, can receive salvation. First of all, you got it wrong when you think you can just come to the Lord. You can't come to the Lord. The Lord got to draw you first to the Lord. And then you can come onto the Father by Yahawashi. You can't directly go to the Father just like you can't go to the Son. And just say, okay, here, Lord, I'm here. No, Lord will reject you. That's the thing that people don't understand. The Lord did reject a lot of people, man. Right? How do we know that? When John the Baptist was out in the wilderness teaching, right? He told those men, who told you the evils that are for to come? Come back and bring fruit worthy of repentance, all right? Or men worthy of repentance. Loosely paraphrased, Salakia, if I'm mangling the scriptures, Salakia. But you get the gist of what I'm saying, all right? What's another example? Matthew 13, right? When he said, because it is given unto you, all right, to know the mysteries. Unto them it is not given. And that, out of the Lord's own mouth, he said, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom. This is serious, man. Very serious. But it's all up to the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. As it is written, he shall have mercy on whom he shall have mercy. You know? Again, like going back to the beginning of the lesson, we didn't make ourselves get this. You know, we're not. You know, we have an obligation and a willingness, but we not. The Lord gave this to us, man. As a matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Our brothers got scriptures. We're gonna end on the last couple of precepts y'all got. Give me Ephesians 2:8 real quick, so we can solidify.
Ephesians 2 verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves.
Not of ourselves. Go ahead.
It is the gift of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah, so this is a gift from on high. The Lord had mercy upon Israel and gave a select few the understanding of his doctrine, okay, so that they could seek out their Lord and Savior for the hope of salvation, okay? Beginning with the ministers, and then of course you have the believers, men, women, and children who shall come into the fold, okay? And put their faith and trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and receive their salvation as well, okay? Remember, the greatest salvation is really going to be here in America, because this is where the destruction mainly is going to take place. So whoever's here is going to need to be saved, and the only way to be redeemed from the earth during that time is going to be through the chariot of Yahweh Shai, man. Yeah. So we got that. What else y'all got? Let's move right along.
This is Lamentations 4:21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz, which is America, or Babylon the Great, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. And that cup is hardcore slavery. Now that's what these Edomites are coming from. You know, hardcore bondage. You know, retribution. You know, punishment. You know, that they've been trying to escape for eternity since their existence. You know, but the Most High is going to allow us to get our hands on it. Okay, through it says the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. We're going to take it from who? The Edomites and the other nations. Okay, and it says, I will keep going. It says, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. This is our last captivity. And after that, we're going in the kingdom. Okay, we're going to be above all the nations.
Baba Kushah, may I read something real quick? This is Jeremiah 49:12. Oh, yeah. Come on. For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken.
And those they are who? The Israelites, okay? But we was made subject to bondage, you know, or to sin or to go off. Okay? We just playing a certain role that we got to play right now.
Right.
Go ahead.
And just to prove that that cup is actually slavery or punishment, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Yeah, like I said, you're going to leave a trail of destruction behind you and just expect to get off scot-free. Like there's no judgment coming for your ass.
It's like a damn woman with no accountability.
Yeah. Oh, that's a woman's kryptonite. That in truth, you'll kill a woman.
God damn.
Spiritually. That bitch will fucking jump out the fucking window.
Jump out of car and shit.
She'll leave your ass. She'll leave you a message on the table, a text message, I moved out. If you fucking hit her with too much damn truth or accountability. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
And the truth don't line up with her truth. Yeah, her truth is a damn lie.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what you talking about? Man, you see the boy, the Edomite, who did the little, it wasn't Margraf. It was a fucking thing about marriage and how to keep a woman happy. And he had his name on the right, or her name on the, his name on the right and her name on the left. And it said, basically, if John's right, you're really wrong. And he said, if I forget her name, we'll just use a regular name, Ashley, whatever. If Ashley's right, John's wrong. If Ashley's wrong and John's wrong, Ashley's right.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. More like miserable. Yeah, miserable. That's the thing. You can't find okay. Even if you find complementary activities, and when I say complementary activities, things that we have liberty to do while we in the faith, you know, our downtime, our leisure time, there's going to be some element to fuck it up. Best believe. Which proves that our only real comfort is these scriptures.
Yeah, this is not
you know, like I'm gonna go to the gym last night. My woman gonna talk about, are you gonna do this regularly? Don't be happy that I got out and went to the gym. This bitch wants, you know, hey, whatever. And she my demon. She want to know how much time I'm gonna be apart from her. Which, you know, hey, you know, you're gonna have trouble in the flesh. But I'm just saying, like, I'm making the point. You can't even have a moment to yourself. Cause some element she gotta take away. I gotta be miserable with her basically. Yeah, she need my energy. But I'm just using that as an example. It could be anything. You find a little moment to yourself. You know, you might do a little music. You know, you sit down and have a meal. Something gonna take that away, man. Something gonna take it away. That's like the Apostle Ryan did the video. See, you're fucking me up right now. He did the video on, being worn out, you know? But we still expected to perform, that's the thing, you know? Because you can't really be mad at your woman. You can, but what's that going to do? Going to start fucking problems. Then now you got more misery. You know? But anyway, go. I know you.
No, I was gonna say, you know, I have a testimony of my own. You know, I had a little bit of a migraine, you know, the other day, like yesterday. So I went and laid in the spare bedroom. Tell me why I'm by myself in the spare bedroom. She comes and lays down with me.
And you know, like you did speak, and you to an average person, like, man, what's wrong with you? You just want to be left to you.
Yeah.
But you just think you left for a reason. If it wasn't blatantly, painfully obvious, you need a moment to yourself. You can't get that. You need the kingdom, bro. We need the kingdom. That's when everything gonna be right in its order. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need, man. We need salvation.
You know what? Your brothers is really strong because the Lord won't even let me get nobody right now.
Hey.
So some brothers can deal with a woman and still, you know, do what they got to do in the truth.
Right.
But then he, like me, I must be too weak because he won't let me find someone.
Right. Which
So,
really,
yeah.
that's better for you anyway.
Yep.
When
Yeah.
you first building yourself up, that's like Paul said, you know, if you got a burning, it's okay to marry, but preferably don't marry. You know, don't deal with a woman, you know, especially in the beginnings. Because you're building your foundation.
Right now.
Yeah, hey, brothers, you know,
$300.
brothers know that's like too.
Drought
You be in a
season.
drought, yeah. You be in a damn drought. You be wanting a woman. You be doing everything, you know.
Not that I'm chasing the ugly. Right?
No, but you you want a woman, you go out, you know, code, you might even code approach. I code approach. Hey, you got a man?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? How you doing? You know, my name's such and such.
She be like,
Oh, nowadays, boy. Shit, that was years ago. I don't even think about that shit no more. That's the thing, like, that ain't the juice ain't worth the squeeze, as they say. Anyway, you're not missing out. But I know, I get you. You know, I get you.
I'm accepted in now.
Yeah. Come. But and you know, it's about to be Isaiah 4:1 very soon. Very soon. But okay, what Salaki, brother.
That was it.
We read that? Got something to end on?
I did say 1421.
Okay.
Get that.
1421?
Isaiah. Yeah.
You want me to get that?
Okay. Yeah. Before you the precept you want to end on, get that last precept out. Or,
Yeah, read what you got. Somebody get Isaiah 14:21.
God, this Psalm 37:12, it says the wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon them with his teeth. Yeah, so exactly, you know, and again, Esau used various ways to get down on the Israelites, you know. For example, like the military, you know, like the pharmaceuticals, like the food.
Psalms 83 and Psalms 2, the second chapter.
Yeah, we're seeing how Esau literally devising, you know, every type of way, or using every type of way, you know, he can use in order to put the Israelites down.
Right. Like Esau, like I'm gonna share something with y'all, brothers, that you probably came to the conclusion of, but I was meditating on this. Like, they say that Esau uses his media to divide us, but he's playing both sides. He wants you to believe that everything should be united, which we know the Most High ain't down with that anyway, because we're not equal. The Most High did undoubtedly choose the Israelites to be above all nation of people. But you know what he's really doing? He's painting Jake as what he really is, which is the devil. That's what he's doing. Why is Jake asking for reparations? Why do they have to keep bringing up slavery? Why do they got to be why do they got to be the least, which we know is bullshit. Mind you, I'm playing the devil's advocate here. Why do they got to be the lowest of the population but committing the majority of the crimes? Because they want Jake to take the place of where he really is. They want Jake to be the face of all that's wrong. That's why they made Jake the poster child for the jab. Jake don't want to get no fucking jab, man. They don't want to get that shit. All right? But what they doing is they demonizing Jake because what is inevitably going to happen? Who they going to put the blame on for everything that's wrong? Jake. They going to blame Jake. Right? Like what they used to do. Okay? Making us basically putting us back in that, putting people in the spirit of believing we're not even a man anymore, you know, and all that garbage, all that nonsense. That's what they're trying to do.
He wants his birthright back.
He wants his birthright back. So in order to do that, they gotta make us, you know, continue to make us second-class citizens. All right, the face of crime, the face of murder, the face of delinquency, right? The face of all this wickedness. And our people are eating it up too. You know what I mean? Like Jake ain't doing themselves any favors. They playing right into it. But they want you to forget that this motherfucker's over there in the Middle East reaping all types of havoc, man. Dropping bombs, Yemen, Syria, all these places, man. All these places that he's occupying militarily, and he wants Jake to be the poster of all that's wrong with the world. See, you are the devil. You are the devil. You are the accuser of thy brother, man. You are the devil. But I'm just sharing that thought with you because that's what he's doing. Oh, now they got the Bible. Now they want to be God's chosen too. See this devil, man? Anyway, I digress.
God.
Salaki with the spiritual rant.
It says, ending it off, it says, Psalm 37:13, it says, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. Yeah, and this devil's, again, the end of Esau's world is real soon. And obviously, the Lord can see that, and we can see that.
Yes.
You know? It says, yeah, right now, the Lord's laughing at Esau, because he's saying how Esau thinks that, the Lord can't see him, like the scriptures say. Esau's like, who seeth us, who knoweth our counsel, whatever, basically paraphrasing. So really, man, the Lord's just laughing at this devil, man, because, Esau's real proud.
Yeah, the pride of thine heart has deceived thee. O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. And the Lord put that at the end of that statement as a sting to remind you that you're the basis of all men.
Yep.
What we got?
Anything? 14:21.
All right, let's read that quick. Is there more to that book? That was it, right?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Yep, and that's that hope that we have, that's the faith that we have, and ultimately that's what we're waiting upon.
Oh, well, with that, then get Revelation 13, start at 9.
Yep.
Down to 10.
That's ultimately what we are waiting upon. We're waiting upon the Lord, and the Lord to give us that anger, right? What's that? Daniel 7 and 8. I shall take the
7 and 18.
7 and 18. Yeah. Yep.
19.
Yep.
Somewhere.
Yep. So that's ultimately what it comes down to. Prepare and slaughter. And so there is none of this. Like I said earlier, there's none of this. We learn from our mistakes, and that's kind of the past. And,
Well,
like,
the Lord said He required that which is passed
there you go.
over.
Yep. There you go. Yep.
So
You can't get around it.
Yeah, you might
can't
forget. You might want to get over it. The Lord can get over it.
Yep.
The Lord ain't gonna be satisfied until blood is shed.
That's right.
That's in the book of Numbers. You can't get mad at us. Well, you can, but we just relaying the message.
Right.
And hopefully partakers of those goodly things. And everybody knows that Esau the problem. Even Esau don't be the damn problem.
Yep.
He just don't want to accept that he's going to be phased out.
Revelation 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Yep.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
And we know whose blessing it was to inherit the sword, and he lives by it. Every day he lives out his blessing via the sword. Okay? Tactical warfare. Using his military might to oppress, to influence. Okay? He does hostile takeovers with his blessing. Okay? The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. But Yahushua has come so that they might have life more abundantly. So we have Yahushua. So we alive really because of Yahushua, man. And according to the will of Yahweh. Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
There you go. That's what I want. Mainly. The Spirit. Here is the faith and the patience of the saints. The saints we know are the Israelites. So we patiently waiting on the Lord to finalize this destruction so we can be delivered and inherit the kingdom of heaven, man. Where we will perpetually rule over all of our enemies, beginning with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And all Israel will inherit that blessing. All Israel will inherit that blessing. To have dominion in the kingdom and rule over their oppressors. And be at peace. Okay, and never go off again. So that's what we're seeking for. That's what we're desperately waiting and hoping for. And Lord's will, the Spirit is on us to continue to fight the good fight of faith, that we may endure and obtain it. We want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the hopeful, sincereful elect scattered abroad the four winds of the earth. To you, we say Shalom. Shalom.